Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today we have a day of FUD, a lot of red, sentiment is pretty down. And if you're like me, you're probably wondering, when are we going to moon? When are the gains coming? Bitcoin was on this trajectory. It hit 80,000. You know, we were 71, 70, um, then down 69. Then today we hit about 64. And a lot of doom and gloom out there if you look at Twitter, and just look at the different things on people are posting in different threads. A lot of doom and gloom, but that's only, in my opinion, for people who are just basically following people on social media and following their bags, and you know, you're not doing your own research. Because if you are and you truly believe in the projects and you know what they're about and how they're developing and what's to come, you'll be nothing but okay with this time. Right now, this is nothing but discount time, discount sale for you to load up on your bags. Because I truly believe that the end of this year, next year, will be very profitable, and we will be very excited for sticking through it, hodling, and just continuing to stack. That being said, I wanted to make a video about a project that's on a slight discount right now. And it cracked the top 10, it's still in the top 10, and I'm seeing some good things about it. So I wanted to talk about Toncoin today. And right now, currently sits at the time of this video around $7 or so. And, I'm thinking, is it a good time to get a little bit? Could this one be the next or the Solana of the last bull cycle? Remember, Solana came from nowhere, and all of a sudden it was people started talking about it. Could this be that L1? There's other L1s competing. You have the likes of Sui, Aptos, Avalanche, and the like. But this is the one that actually cracked the top 10. It surpassed Cardano. So let's take a look at Toncoin and let's see if it's worth an investment, at least in my opinion. None of this is financial advice, of course. So let's see what we got here. So again, the market is pretty red. Bitcoin is ticking up a little bit. It's above 64. So we're at 65.1 right now. ETH's down a little bit. ADA's down. AVAX is deep red. Toncoin is deep red. Star of the show today, about $7.11. Doge, Sheeb, Near is down. Well, Near is down under $5. Probably, I think it's a good buy, actually. But today, let's talk about Ton. Market sentiment right now, according to this, fear and greed. We're still in greed. So you would expect with this type of visual, we'd be in fear, but we're not. We're still in greed, so that's good. And if we look at Bitcoin dominance right now sits at 54.6. That is climbing up. And that's why these alts are bleeding against Bitcoin. The money is going into Bitcoin or just leaving the market currently. And right now, Bitcoin dominance is pretty high. I've been seeing it at 51, 52, but to see this thing almost at 55, that's crazy. So Bitcoin dominance is clearly ticking up, and that's probably some of the cause of why these alts are bleeding right now. So let's look at Toncoin. Currently sits at number 9, right above Cardano. According to CoinMarketCap, $7.15. For the past 24 hours, this thing is down almost 7%. Market cap of 17 billion. Just last week, this was 19 billion. So, little discount. And if we look at 24-hour volumes, about 495 million. So that is interesting. Now let's take a quick look at some of the tokenomics here. We see that total supply is about 5.1 billion. There is no max supply. Circulating supply is about 2.4 billion. So a little bit of a half yet to be distributed, and it's going to hit that market. So that may lead to some price suppression. I tried to find the unlock schedule for Ton. It's not readily available. I wasn't able to find it, but again, it's something to think about if you're interested in this token, that about half the supply is still left to be unlocked. So that's it. Now, why am I talking about altcoins right now when I just mentioned Bitcoin dominance is high and these alts are bleeding? Again, if you find a good project and the price is down and you think the price will go up sometime in the near future, it's a good investment opportunity. You don't buy high, you buy low and sell high. So that's why I wanted to make this video. And if we look at this chart from Sentiment, it also says that right now, basically, there's no correlation between S&P 500 and Bitcoin. And that hasn't happened for a long time. Most recently, over this past year and a half, S&P and Bitcoin have been very correlated. And now that has not happened, right? So past 11 days, Bitcoin is at negative 10%, whereas S&P is hitting new all-time highs. That can only mean one thing, that at some point Bitcoin is going to rebound and catch up to S&P. So right now, again, this is just a temporary thing. I think the numbers will go up, prices will go up, and things will go like we expect. And also, if we look at this chart here, basically showing where we're at as far as the cycle. Right now, a lot of people are saying that this is a possible bear trap, right? Sell off and shaking people out of their Bitcoin, shaking people out of their Solana, so they can buy cheaply. And then once everyone's out of the market, everything just skyrockets back up again, right? Then we start getting some media attention. Bitcoin maybe hits an all new time high, like 81, 80,000. Then there's some enthusiasm. Then you hit greed. Then sometime around next year, we're hitting the peak bull right here, and we go down again. So right now we're here in this cycle according to this chart, and I tend to agree. I tend to agree to this. So if we look at the past 90 days, the top performing projects, and you see that ton is over 170%. Ondo's number two, Pepe, then you have the likes under there. But Ton has been the star of the show for the past 90 days. And why is that? That's why I want to look a little bit deeper. I'm not going to go too crazy and get geeked out on this, but I just want to take a look and see what's causing this price increase. Also, we see that Ton has a good following, almost 2 million Twitter/X followers. That's a lot. That's a lot of followers, more than some of these projects that we see in the top 100. But some, or mainly, what's causing the buzz are these games associated with Telegram on these mini apps. Notcoin was one of the huge hits. And now because of the hype and everyone flocking to this, Telegram by chance, it already has about 600 to 900 million users, right? So you already have that adoption, you have the user base, you have the customers there. What I'm still kind of cloudy on is how Telegram and Toncoin, it says open network, how it kind of correlates. Is it on the blockchain? I think they operate as two separate things, but they're associated. It's a close relationship. But I still don't see how these mini apps, if it's actually operating on the blockchain that is Toncoin. But nonetheless, it's still getting the positive effect of these games. So next they have TapSwap and YesCoin that are going to be launching as well. We already know Notcoin was pretty hot. Hamster is pretty hot. It's basically something that you get on your mini app on Telegram. You could do it right on your phone, and you're basically tapping, and then you're gaining not coins, and basically it's free money. Not really free money because you're playing and it's a big community, but this is something that you can't sleep on. A lot of people are into this. Last bull cycle, I remember DeFi Kingdoms was the huge thing, right? There's other games as well that I can't think of right now. Is it Axie? I don't remember the game. But there's a game over in South Korea, over in Asia, that was huge. So if you get something like this and you already have the big user base and you have something that's going to go viral, that's what's leading. That's what's leading the popularity of Toncoin a lot and all the volume and everything like that, where it came from nothing to being in the top 10. So be on the lookout for that. Everybody claims to have the top technology, have the top, fast finality, all this fast TPS. But if you don't have anyone using your chain and you don't have any type of, transactions going on, you're not making fees, and you won't last for the long run. You'll get bypassed by newer and shiny toys. That's what we all like. So if we look at Artemis, let's look at the daily active addresses. Near is still number one. Solana is number two at 1.3. But then look at Sui, 442. Then you have Ethereum, and right under that is Ton. So top five as far as daily active addresses, according to Artemis on-chain analysis, top five. And you look at the other competitors, 32,000, 26,000, Phantom 21,000, Injective 11,000, Say 3,500. Ton is up there. It's kind of impressive with what they got going on. And if you look at the daily transactions, it's only second. Second to Solana. Solana obviously is killing it at 38 million, but you have Ton right there at 4.7 million. The next closest, Near is number two. So Ton is number three. Take that back. So Solana number one, daily transactions, Near number two, and then you have a close second at Ton. So again, these are numbers that you like to see as far as L1s, right? We already know, and if you watch your channel, Solana's my top dog. ETH is the big dog. You can't take anything away from it. Near has the daily active addresses and daily transactions. But then you have Ton. And Near is kind of shifting towards AI, and Ton is doing their own thing, something totally different than what these others are doing. So that has piqued my interest, and I like that. Now let's look at DeFi. As far as DeFi, does Ton have any DeFi? Right now, it's currently ranked number 15 with 588 million total value locked. What is driving that number? So if we take a look at Ton right here, we see that the main DEX on here is D-Dust, and it has 200, almost 300 million total value locked there. And look at the 7-day change, up 41%. Then there's another one, StoneFi. So these might be good plays. You know, D-Dust and StoneFi might be good plays for the future, especially if this thing continues to rocket and gain in popularity. So DeFi is an up and coming, right? And if we look at the rankings for DeFi, let's take a look and see, as far as chains go, where it ranks and compares to other L1s. So number 15, it's above the likes of Aptos, above Near, above Cardano, above Phantom. So these are names that we're familiar with, and nothing to to snuff about. You have it's above Algorand, above Hedera. So right now it's holding its own, and as far as DeFi goes, and I just showed you the percentage wise, it's just increasing over time. So that's good. So mini apps, again, why Ton could be the ultimate solution for crypto adoption. This is according to an article on Cointelegraph. It says it's comparing Ton to the Chinese giant WeChat. It's a super app offering everything a user needs in one place. Restaurants can now establish mini apps within Telegram that make their websites obsolete, giving customers an easy access points to services, while developers in other industries have unparalleled flexibility thanks to JavaScript. So again, you're on Toncoin and you're on Telegram with all these users. They have a big user base. You have these mini apps. It's easy to press a mini app or dApp and get onto the Ton blockchain. I don't think they've perfected that yet, but it's going to happen. It's going to happen. And you look at here, it says mini app growth is set to explode, and that will put it across the chasm with Ton. So Instagram, you see, is at 696, TikTok 654, and then you go down right under CapCut is Telegram, and that's above Snapchat and all of that, Spotify. So we all know this generation now, everything is done on the phone. This is why we're pretty much in the crypto, everything's digital, and they have the gateway to a lot of activity. Next, look at this ecosystem, just a growing ecosystem with wallets. They have some staking. They have DeFi that we just talked about. They have games. Notcoin is huge. And we got the other two that we just talked about that's coming out. Meme coins. They have it all. They have it all. They have some bridges, so in some interoperability with ETH, basically at this time, in Binance. So I imagine at some point this will continue, more interoperability, maybe with Solana, maybe Avalanche, and other L1s, but we'll see. But again, this is what you want to see, just development and just a lot of growth. Pantera, a big VC, they even backed Toncoin. Pantera also backed Solana. So they're a VC they have boots on the ground. They know what's going on. And the fact that they are invested in Toncoin, makes you think that they see something in this project. And I think, at $7, who's to know, a peak bull, this thing could easily double that, be at 14, 15, who knows, maybe something higher than that. We'll see. So, so what's going on? Basically, I pulled this up from their website. You can't really buy it on any big US exchanges right now, not on Coinbase, not on Gemini, but you can get it on some DEXs, Uniswap in particular. I see you can get that. So, just imagine right now it's at top 10 and it's not even listed on the major exchange here in the US. What's going to happen when it finally lists? And what if it lists during peak bull? Very, very good things in the future, I think. Also, USDT is also on Toncoin, so they do have stablecoin there. Now, I talked about all the good. These are my hesitations with Ton right now. Regulation. So you got regulation coming. And the U.S., we have an election coming up in November, and we'll see what happens with that. A lot of people are predicting that there may be a change of the guard. If that's the case, probably be more friendlier to crypto. But if the current regime stays, then we may have some challenges here. Obviously, with Telegram, a lot of people like it just because of the encryption and privacy and all of that. But governments do not like that. And just here looking at Wikipedia, these are some of the countries that ban temporarily or permanently the use of Telegram in their countries. The likes of China, and no surprise, Cuba, Brazil, India, Hong Kong, Iraq. So you have this type of thing happening, and TikTok's already has some legal issues going on here in the U.S. Could this be, if the SEC remains intact, could this be a target? And if it is a target, Telegram, and then you have Toncoin, that's a perfect marriage for the SEC to go after, find them and do whatever. That can impact the rise of Toncoin, in my opinion. Um, but we'll see. We'll see. And then also just, not being, because of that, it may not be able to be listed on Coinbase or the major exchanges in the US, which I think can stunt its growth too. It has high potential if this thing get listed. So for me, Toncoin is worth a flyer. It is definitely worth a flyer. Does it have more room to grow? Looking at this here at $7.10 and looking at the market cap, I believe so. I believe so. If we don't have regulatory issues coming up, I believe sky could be the limit for this project. A market cap of 17 billion, and you see XRP has 27 billion, Solana has 63 billion. There's a big gap between Solana and Toncoin, and at the rise of this thing, I can see it. It can do a couple of X's, few X's, several X's. So sky's the limit for Toncoin. I'm a big fan right now. Again, I have reservations, but right now, all speculative. I think I may get a little bag of Toncoin. So guys, that's it for today. Stay positive. Keep DCAing into your favorite projects, and let me know what you think about Ton. All right. Have a good night. Talk to you later. Bye.